Welcome back, guys. Blender Bench here, and we're going to continue moving forward with the series. And in this video, we're going to start working on the Fruit Loops particle instance. So first thing we want to do is press Shift A and bring in a mesh torus, and that's going to be the main body of our Fruit Loop. So let's go to the Add Torus box over here, and let's change the major segments to 24. We're going to leave minor at 12, and let's change the radius here. So this is pretty much a Fruit Loop right around here. So what I want to do is press S and just downscale this. And you can use the scale tool here on the left side to further capitalize on the main shape here. And that looks good. So let's just move this out the way. We don't necessarily have to worry about this, like the actual scale right now, because once we start moving forward with the actual particles, we can adjust it there. So now let's select our milk, which is the surface that we want to display the instance Fruit Loop on. And we're going to go to the Particles tab and hit the plus sign and change emitter to hair. And we get something like this. And what we want to do is change the hair particles to the Fruit Loop. So let's go down to Renderer, hit that drop down, go to Render As, and let's change the path to Object. Now, it says Instance Object. We can use the eyedropper tool to select on our 3D viewport our reference. And now you see we have that shape here, and we want to change this the scale because it's a lot smaller than expected. So where it says Render As, go underneath where it says Scale. You can hold Shift to upscale this, and somewhere around here looks good. And this is yeah, that's definitely really good right there. And I also want to change the thickness of this, so I'll go back to the original, go to Scale, and I'll upscale this right around there. I'll reselect our milk, and what I'm going to do is change the scale of this once more, somewhere around here. And let's change the count from 1000 to something closer to 125. And then notice that we have the particles going all over the mesh, and we don't want that, so we'll change that here in a second. First thing I want to do is change the orientation. So what I'll do is go to underneath where it says hair, go to advanced, and that gives us more options. So we can check on the rotation now, hit that drop down, and I'm going to change it from velocity hair to global X because we want it to be facing the X direction. And if you change the randomize and the phasers, you can get different options as well, different results. So notice if you kind of tilt this on the randomize, you get something a little bit more realistic, and that's what we want. But I think these are still a little bit too small. So what I'll do is change the scale once again from maybe 4 to somewhere close to 5.45. And what I want to do is also change what we see, because we see faceting right now. We want this to be a lot smoother. So what I'll do is select the original shape here and right click in object mode and go to shade smooth. That looks a lot more like Cheerios Fruit Loops, what we're going for. And I see some overlap. So what I want to do is reselect the milk and go to seed and change this so we can get something a little bit more mixed up. You may still get some overlap, which is fine. And once you're satisfied, select one. And to basically make this only appear on the top surface and not all around going through the objects, we want to go from object mode to weight paint. And we can use our mouse. You don't have to sculpt this with a Cintiq if you don't want to. So let's change the size of the brush by pressing F, and we can just paint this on top. It's good. And what I want to do is go from weight paint mode back to object mode and scroll back down. I want to go to the bottom where it says vertex groups, and where it says density, I'm going to select this area and choose group. And this is going to choose the selection that we just weight painted on. Now you see there's nothing on the bottom And this is what you want, something like this. And I think we should dial the number down as well because there's way too much overlap. So let's go back to our number count and change that to be a lot lower. Maybe this is fine. I really don't like that overlap right there, but that's something minor. We change it higher, really. Adjust the seed a bit more, see if we can get something that we're satisfied with. And I think I'm satisfied with this, although I do see some colliding going on. I think this is fine. So we have this. And this is something I think I'm satisfied with. We're gonna keep the original because I do wanna have some at the bottom of the milk on the middle, which we don't have weight painted. So I'm gonna keep this for now. And what I wanna do is go to File, Save, and just save this as it is. And in the next video, we'll start moving forward to adding some materials, and then later on we'll add a spoon and the box of cereal and so forth and so on. So hopefully you guys are enjoying this series so far, and if you are, give the video a thumbs up. Don't forget to share this and comment. Let me know that you guys like it because I don't get too many comments. So let me know that you guys are definitely excited about this and you're learning something. And I'll catch you guys in the next video.